Okay. We're already off to a rough start, and I just started this live stream, so I don't know. Here we go again. But it's Cambodia. What can I say, man? But am I in Cambodia? Or am I in Europe? Where am I? Well, this is Phnom Penh's version of Little Europe, you know? And I'm sort of just hanging out here. It looks like it wants to get cloudy and rain on me, but we ain't gonna let that happen. But it's roughly about 3:30, maybe quarter to 4 in the afternoon. I was trying to get away from all the Christmas music because, you know, copyright strikes on YouTube. So I was like, where the hell am I gonna be able to sit in this park to get away from all of the Frosty the Snowman music? Yeah, believe it or not, they do have this park decked out for Christmas. It feels so weird. I mean, it's nice out. It's like 85 degrees right now, and there's a nice breeze. As you can see, my hair's blowing all over the place. But I'm like, it ain't Christmas. I mean, it's like, this place reminds me of Christmas in Florida, which is my home state. If you're tuning in for the first time, my name is Tammy. I apologize. A lot of times I just assume people that pop in know me. Like, I don't know who the hell this crazy woman is. Who be that? Who be that? But yeah, it is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Oh, I see there's a couple people in. Don't be shy. Say hello. I'm gonna see if I can catch up with your stuff, but let me just show you a little bit of what's happening out here. See, it looks like they have gondolas like in Europe. Like this is the canal in Venice. And you got Big Ben in the background. And hey, you ain't seen nothing yet. Look at this. The Star Platinum Euro Villa. People actually live back there. This is like, have you ever heard of Crazy, what was that movie called? Crazy Rich Asians or something like that? This is really like rich Asian country in Phnom Penh. Hey, somebody popped in. Shane Raymond. Hello. Yeah. And back there is a replica of, what do you call that? Australian Opera House. And look at this. Isn't that crazy? Now there's a lot of like little food places, like that building right there I just came from. They have pizza and ice cream. And the place I went was called, what was it called? The Pizza Company. And I got me a small pizza, pepperoni. Here's a white dude. For $5. $5.10. That's not bad for a small pepperoni. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. But yeah, I mean, you know, like I said, if you don't know me, I'm an expat. I'm here living permanently in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. I'm originally from Orlando, Florida. And I've been here as of next month will be exactly 1 year. Hello, people popping in. Yeah, so 1 year, guys, 1 year. It's hard to believe. I can't even believe it half the time that it's been almost a year. So where does the time go, right? Like I can remember when I first landed here in Cambodia and I'm like, I don't know if I can do this. And then the longer I stayed here and everything, the better it got. And I was like, you know, people are always going to stare at you, and it doesn't matter where you go because, you know, you don't look like them. I mean, this is all Khmer territory, Asian territory, but this is sort of like the ritzy Ritz territory. But there's a lot of Chinese Asians out here and Vietnamese and all that good stuff. But let me check your comments out while you check this view out. Whoa. Hugs from Cincinnati, USA. Hey, cool. Hugs. That's awesome. Yeah, I see a few people bumping in. Yeah, don't be shy. Say hello. And again, we are in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. We are in a place called Euro Park. And we're just hanging out. This is like Cambodia's replica of Europe, which is so crazy. I'm gonna try to get you guys in there to see this. Yeah, I'm just sort of sitting on the steps right now because I'm trying to keep the live stream going, because if I start walking around, number one, they're playing Christmas music, which is gonna get dinged on YouTube because it's all the American Christmas songs. Like, you know, Santa Claus is coming to town and Frosty the Snowman. Can you believe it? They're playing all that right now in Cambodia. I'm like, I wouldn't even know it was Christmas if they took all the Christmas decorations down and just didn't play the Christmas music. And I didn't look at the calendar, I'd have no freaking clue it was Christmas out here. It doesn't feel like it. There's some places where they're decorating and they got trees and, you know, the malls have got the lights up and everything, but it's not like America, you know, where I'm from, where they got the outdoor houses all decorated. I mean, they're trying to do their best here. Like, you can see some Christmas decorations right on the poles there. See that? There's some stuff going on. But then you see the tuk-tuk guys and you're like reminded you're back in Asia. Let me get your comments, guys. But yeah, don't be shy, you know, just tell me where you're from. We can get this party started. Let me know where you're from, where you're tuning in from. Why did I move there? Well, let's put it this way. I got priced out of America, so that's why I'm here. And I love it, man. It reminds me a lot of Florida, but with an Asian flair, because the prices are very good here. Let's put it that way. It's super inexpensive to live out here. It's easy to get around by tuk-tuk. Like where I live, I have a nice apartment on the other end of town. It took me like 45 minutes to get a ride out here on this side. This is outside of the city, and the ride was only $3.65 for a 45-minute ride. I mean, if I was to do that in the United States and try to catch an Uber for 45 minutes across town in my home state of Orlando, Florida, shit, that would cost me probably $50, if not more. Easy. So yeah, there's a lot of pluses to living out here. A lot of pluses. And plus they make it super easy to retire out here because I'm on a retirement visa. You got to be 55 or older to get the retirement visa. And you can go ahead and get it, like you could do a 6-month or a 12-month. You can get a 6-month visa for $180. $185, sorry, it's $185 for 6 months. Multi-entry, that means you can go to any country out of Cambodia and come right back in without having to buy another visa. And then you can also do the 1 year, the 12 months, and that's $300. And the good thing about these visas is there's no border runs. Like, you just go to a visa agent and they will do it for you in Cambodia. Like, there's millions of visa agents out here, and you just have to surrender your passport. You know, you got to give them your passport to send it to immigration, then they stamp it, they update the visa for you, and they give you your passport back after about a week and a half. You get it. It's super easy, so you don't have to hassle with like like in Vietnam, I know I have a buddy out in Vietnam, and every 3 months, they don't have a retirement visa out there, but every 3 months, she's got to run out. She's got to do a border run. It's like she catches one of those border run buses, like where a bunch of tourists all get on the bus at one time. She pays like $150 to just catch this bus to go out, get her visa done, and then come back into the country. And she has to do this every 3 months. So if you add up those expenses, plus the cost of the visa, I mean, you're looking at what, that's $1,200 a year to bounce in and out of their country, where I can buy a year's visa and not have to leave for $300 a year. So I think it's a better deal. But anywho, that's the reason behind it. Let me get back to your comments and you guys can check out the scenery out here. It's beautiful kind of scenery going on. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're not getting priced out of the United States. I guess it depends on where you live, you know, like I was in Orlando and it's just getting way too out of hand, way too expensive. So I wasn't having it, man. I was like, I can do better out here. I can do a lot better out here, that's for sure. And like I wanted to say, oh, listen to the birds. Oh, wow. Oh, check them out. Oh, they're going cray-cray. Aw. It's birdie time. Aw, that's so sweet. I don't know. I'm a sucker for birds. I love birds. Birds are cute. Where am I at? I'm at, well, I'm in Phnom Penh. I'm in the city. Well, I'm on the outskirts of the city, and I'm at one of their places called Euro Park, which is free to the public. Anybody can come down here. And as you can see, they got replicas of Europe, like Paris, the Netherlands. They got England. Like Big Ben is literally right behind me. That's Big Ben. Can you see Big Ben? There he is. Yeah. So it's like a little Europe inside of Asia, and it's pretty wild, man. It's just, now this place is quiet now, but in about an hour or two when the sun starts going down, it's gonna get really, really busy out here. But that's where I'm at. I thought it'd be fun to shoot out here, but as you can see across the street, this is actually like, there's communities out here. These are big ass homes out here. Like, it's called the Euro Villa. It's a gated community, and there are a lot of rich Asians that live back there, bro. Like, a lot of rich Asians. You're in Florida? Things are getting hard here. Yeah, that's what I hear. My kids are in Florida, too. They're telling me the same thing. Get ready to leave for tutoring, but stopping in to say hi for a minute. Okay, Maven. Hey, yeah, thanks for stopping in. I know they do. It is funny they have the Sydney Opera House, like literally right there. You can see it. Florida's in the house. Let's go. This reminds me a lot of Florida. Like the weather is super nice right now, guys. Like look the way the sun's hitting. I think when the sun starts going down a little bit more, I'll try to walk around. Hopefully we won't lose the signal, and then you guys can like see the park a little bit better than what I'm showing you, but this is a good spot for right now. Oh, you always wanted to go to Europe? Hey, I don't blame you. I've been to Europe. Eastern Europe, it was cheaper, but it's similar. Where am I going? Nowhere right now. I'm just hanging out at Euro Park. I'm just hanging out, guys, talking to you. I thought I'd bring this little cool thing to you in the middle of Asia, in the middle of Cambodia. Like, this is wild. how they've decorated this place and made it look super European. Italy, Germany, UK, all love. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy how they have this. I'll tell you what, let me see if I can give you a little show. Hopefully you won't lose the signal. I'll just stand up here, but there's Big Ben. Get my water bottle. Yeah, there's Big Ben replica. See, this is supposed to represent like Venice, Italy. It's breezy. You might hear a bunch of wind on the camera, guys. It's pretty breezy. But yeah, it makes it feel like you're actually in Europe. Yeah, check this out. Here's Australia. Here's the Opera House. Well, it's a replica of the Opera House. Where is this? This is Phnom Penh, Cambodia, believe it or not. These buildings all here are all restaurants and cafes. And that big, huge, whatever that is, they have weddings back there, guys. Like big, fancy, like European weddings in the middle of Cambodia. Isn't that wild? That's pretty cool. But yeah, that's where we're at. So yeah, the sun's going down. I'm trying to wait for the sun to go down a little bit more. Just thought I'd give you a little look-see. Little look-see. Hopefully we can walk around without, everything going out. That's what I'm hoping. Let me see. You're gonna check Siem Reap and Kempot? Yeah, that's good too. Hola. What's the temp here? It's 85, 87 degrees. It's really nice. You're moving there next year. Oh, okay, cool, Shane. Awesome. I think you're gonna enjoy it. You really are. This place is really cool. I mean, it never ceases to amaze me. The diversity of what they got in Cambodia. What, they got the train going? Okay. We might have to go walk around, guys. We might have to go check this stuff out. Yeah, I didn't know they had a little choo-choo train out here. Oh my gosh. The kid in me, right? The kid in me is starting to kick in. Yeah, let me show you some of this. Hold on. A lot of people out here taking pictures and doing selfies. Oh yeah, we're not the only ones, trust me. We are not the only ones. Okay, we just went over the bridge. Oh my God, it is so nice out here. They got the breeze blowing. Oh, let me show you the back end of this here real quick. Bumper cars for the kids. Like what? Look at this. This is where they have weddings. You're not allowed to walk up in there. But yeah. Well, you can feel like you're in Europe even though you're in the middle of Asia. Architecture blows my mind, bro. Here's another angle from here. See the Christmas stuff? They got that up now. But yeah, it's pretty nice, ain't it? Yeah, they're just starting to set up all the food trucks and everything out here too. I mean, you can go to the restaurants or the cafes. Like, look at this one across here. It's called Nana Euro Park. That big building right there. Isn't this cute? Now we're around Big Ben. Oh boy, they're playing that Merry Christmas stuff, guys. Happy New Year. I'll have to keep singing. I wish you a Merry Christmas. Wish you a Merry Christmas. Wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Here's the train I saw. Oh, they got this for the kids. Like what? Oh no, you're gonna hear the Merry Christmas stuff. But I want to take you guys around to see this. 353? Yeah, so I think that's right. Oh, it's gonna be too bright walking around here, but let me show you this side. You can rent boats out here. Sort of looks like America, don't it? Oh no, it's a pretty pudding. They got it all decorated. More people all doing their thing. Okay, we'll walk over this way. See, it's coming out of the music speakers. Wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Pickle tea. Huh. They got something called pickle tea for $1. I've never had pickle tea. Believe me, I've had tea, but I've never had pickle tea. So I'm like, I wonder what pickle tea tastes like. I mean, pickles and tea mixed together? That could be a little dicey. Here's another view of the bridge. Whoops, there we go. I was hoping to see the geese out here for you guys. There's Potato Corner. But yeah, isn't this wild? Now you get a close-up shot of this. Try to get away from the music. I gotta keep talking over the music. Because it's the music that gets copyrighted on YouTube. I gotta keep moving. Oh, wow. So yeah, if you didn't think, like if you missed Europe, let's say you're European, and you came out to Cambodia and you were living here and you missed Europe, missed home, just come down here. There's some Christmas stuff going on. Yeah, just come down here and you'll feel right at home. Right at home. The back side of the Opera House. This is actually a bar. See, it all gets going at night. Opera bar. Isn't that wild? It's an opera bar. No way. There you go. I bet this is all lit up at night. See, they do celebrate Christmas in Cambodia. Isn't that wild? I won't go this far. This lady's busy doing her thing over here. Oh. There you go. Somebody rented one of those little cars. How fun. Okay, you know, if my kids were little again, they would want it. My son would definitely want to get on that. No way he would let me skirt by without getting on that at all. For sure. Take a break under this tree. Okay, let me get your comments here while you check out this tree. You were there 3 years ago? All right. Cool. Where are we? We are in Euro Park in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. It does look like the River Walk in San Antonio. I don't know, I've never been there, but that sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty cool. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just looking at your stuff. But yeah, I mean, like I said, if you don't know me, I'm an expat. I'm from Orlando, Florida. I've been living in Cambodia for a year now. And this is what I do. I help people relocate to Cambodia, in particular in Phnom Penh. And this is what I love to do, is I love to show you different parts of the city. Some places are fancy like this, some places are pretty rough. But I like to show the diversity of everything you can see out here on a live stream. I bring it to you live in person, so, you know, I think it's more personal than a video because you get to see what's happening in real time. And if you have any questions about moving out here, by all means, drop me an email. You can write me at tami, T-A-M-I, at nextstepunknown.com. And I will answer your questions as best I can. Or if you're actually wanting to, you know, have that hold your hand kind of personal service, that's what I do. I will help get you set up out here with an apartment, a visa. We can maybe get you some health care. I can help you move around. You know, whatever thing you need, you just let me know. I'm almost like a concierge to the place. So you could check out my services on my website, nextstepunknown.me. I hear Big Ben. Big Ben. Oh shit, they're ringing the Big Ben. That's pretty cool. But yeah, let me get back to your comments while you enjoy Little Europe over here. How far difference in the money? Not sure what you mean on that comment, if you can clarify. War, no war. No war going on out here. Do you see any war out here? This looks pretty chill to me. Whatever's happening at the northern border, which actually they have a ceasefire right now between the Thais and the Cambodians, it's not affecting the capital city of Phnom Penh. Everything is pretty chill, as you can see, and everybody's enjoying themselves. See, people just working, playing, whatever they're doing out here. The dollar amount. Oh, difference in the money. Okay, I got you. Got you, girl. Roughly, and it goes up and down, but it's roughly 4,000 of their reals. They call it reals. 4,000 of their currency equals $1. So if you're from America, they also have dual currency out here, okay? I'm gonna put this down, which in other words, what that means is they accept not only their cash, but they accept the US dollar. So they work off both currencies. They also are super modern out here because if you go ahead and get a bank account, like an ABA bank account, they work off of QR codes. And a lot of these, even the small mom and pop vendors have a QR code. Like, you have it like on a badge, and you just scan from your phone. You scan to pay. So it's not like it's backwoods. I mean, you could pay in cash, you can pay with a QR code. They accept Visa, MasterCard, Discover a little bit. Big thing is Visa. Visa's a thing out here. In fact, I use my Visa credit card a lot out here. And I hook it up to the Grab app where I can get my tuk-tuk rides. Because I have the type of credit card where I get travel points every time I use it. And yes, even though it's an American credit card, I make a Cambodian purchase, I still get travel points. So it doesn't really matter. And those add up fast, you know? And of course, you just treat your credit card like a debit card and just pay it off right away so you don't get dinged with all this super interest. But yeah, so there's lots of ways to pay in Cambodia. They make it pretty easy. Yeah, it is a peaceful day. Yes, I will be safe. Am I a mama? I am a mama. But this mama, you know, she's got grown kids right now. I have two back in the States. I've got my daughter's 27 and my son is 21. Yeah, they're both with their significant others. No grandbabies yet. So, you know, one of these days I'm going to get them out here to Cambodia. But it does take time and money. I mean, you know, it's one thing having the cash to fly round trip all the way out here. It usually costs something like, last I checked, anywhere from $1,200 to $1,500 to get a round trip ticket from here back to like Florida. So even if they had the cash to do it, they still got to get the time off for work. You know what I mean? Like the boss, you know, if they can get 2-3 weeks off in a row, they'd be doing good. And that's the big thing. Like, you can't just have a 1-week vacation and come to Cambodia. I mean, shit, it takes me 3 days to fly out here, you know? So that would be your vacation. You'd just be in airports and on an airplane. So you really have to plan at least 2 to 3 weeks to come out here. Because, I mean, let's face it, I'm on the other side of the world, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like a hop, skip, and a jump. Like, you can just fly into California and back. So, yeah. But, yeah, I do have two, I call them youngins. But these youngins are actually grown-ass people. So, anywho. Retired, living abroad. Yeah, I'm retired. I retired at 53, hit the road, did slow travel, saved up my bread to do it, buddy. Like, I ain't no rich mama. It took me years to save up money and hit the road, traveled, and then circled back to the United States after I did 2 years of travel. Came back last year to see the kids, say hello, and then booked it out here to Cambodia, and this is where I'm living. I decided to settle down, and Phnom Penh just has a special place in my heart. Like, I mean, it's not for everybody. Not everybody digs a city vibe, you know what I mean? But you can get out of the city. You don't have to be in it. So if you want to get away from the city vibe, you can be in a park like this. You know, it's super, super fantastic. I love it. You got trees, right? You got trees, like this plant. A veteran? Okay, welcome in. I'm glad there's veterans in here. That's really cool. Thank you for your service. Appreciate it. You're about to be a mama, Ashley? Well, congrats. Congrats, Ashley. You know, a lot of people say they swear they would never have kids. I used to be one of them. I'll be honest with you. When I was 17 years old, I swore up and down I would never have kids. And then you know how they say life happens. You meet somebody, nature just sort of takes its course, and next thing I know, I've got two. And I'm like, wow. But it's one of the best things that I've ever done in my life. I don't regret it to this day. Um, I love my kids dearly, and we're like best friends. You know what I mean? So, eh, that's all I can say, man. And just there's no right or wrong way to be a mom. I mean, there's no book that says this is exactly how you raise your kids. You just have to figure it out on your own and do the best that you can do with what you have. And you know what? In the long run, I think this is my best motherly advice. I know I'm tripping out on this stuff, but my best motherly advice is just be there for them. Don't worry about buying them a million toys. They're not going to remember none of that shit when they grow up. What they're going to remember is, did you listen to them? Did you spend time with them? You know, like if they have, like my son had a football game, did I go to the football game or did I say, no, I've got more important things to do? I always was there for my children. Whatever they wanted to do, and they wanted me to be there all through the years, I was there to support them. Um, and they remember that to this day. And I think that is the most important thing about being a parent. My advice to you. So good luck. Good luck on the pregnancy and all of that good stuff. Get back to your comments over here. If I can see them. Yeah, I'm hearing jingle bells all the way. Hello from Iowa. Super. Cambodia is communist but stable economy. Oh, you're welcome. Can one work there as an American? Yeah, it is a stable economy. That's why I'm here. Okay. It's very stable. Maybe communist out here, but it's very stable. And I haven't had anybody try to rip me off or anything like that. Now, do you have to be cautious? Yes, you do. It's just like being back in Florida where I'm from. Like, I'm not gonna just leave my bag sitting on a table and walk away from it. I don't do the same thing here. The bag's always with me, you know, my travel stuff. But as far as like working as an American, yeah, people do it all the time. Now, I will tell you this, they don't do it. I mean, in other words, you can't come in here and take a construction job from a Cambodian. Not those type of jobs. But it's very possible to do like management positions if you have like some kind of business background. You can work for companies that need Americans, you know, that speak English. Of course, English is a thing out here. If you want to become a teacher, you can do that. Um, there is opportunity for Americans out here. Definitely is opportunity. Ah, these girls must have just got out of school, taking pictures. Selfie time. North Carolina, okay. Yeah, you can work in offices. You can work in offices as an American out here. They look cute, aren't they? Yeah. And that's the thing. Everybody wears a school uniform out here. Doesn't matter what school you're from, everybody wears school uniforms out here. Yeah, I think they're probably what? Look at them. Junior high school. Maybe high school. Oh, I'm gonna tell you, Asians love to do selfies. You think American girls are into selfies? You ain't seen nothing yet till you've been out here in Cambodia. This is just one little example. They love doing their selfies. Your dog lit a cigar? Okay. Speaking of North Carolina, somebody says check North Carolina. I lived in North Carolina. I lived in the mountains of Murphy, North Carolina, and I actually had my first child there. I gave birth to my daughter in Murphy Regional. I think it's Murphy Regional or something like that, in Murphy, North Carolina. Whew. But we only lived there in the mountains for maybe a year, and then we moved back to Florida. But yeah, that's where my daughter was born. Talk about desolate. I don't know. Me and my husband at the time just got a wild idea. Let's move to the mountains. Let's do something different. Let's get out of the flatlands of Florida and the heat. And he always wanted to try the coolness of the mountains, the Appalachians. So I was like, okay. So we're just going out there, last paycheck to our name, car full of crap. We move out there. We managed to get this apartment that was a remodeled barn. Somebody had like this 2-story barn and they completely remodeled it into an apartment, which actually was pretty cool. So we rented that pretty cheap. But we were way out in the mountains in the middle of nowhere. In fact, you had to drive 20 miles to get to the closest store. And the closest store was a Walmart. It was a super Walmart. And that's the only place we could get jobs. And we can only get the night jobs. We couldn't even work during the day because all the locals took the jobs. I mean, of course, it's their place, but we come rolling in, Floridians, and they give us, night stocking jobs. So we had to stock the food and everything at night. So we worked like midnight to 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. Whew, that was rough, man. So did that for a good 6 months or so. Next thing I know, I find out I'm pregnant. So they switched me from night shift to cashier during the day because they didn't want me to, mess up my pregnancy. So I was a cashier until I actually gave birth to her. And then, then after that, we just made the decision to go back to Florida because that's where my parents were at the time when they were alive, and I wanted them to be close to their grandbaby. And that's my story about North Carolina. Greenville, North Carolina. Okay, you know what? We drove through Greenville. It was actually pretty cool. Oh, you said it appears that I'm in an amusement park? No, this isn't an amusement park. This is actually just a park. But they've got it decorated for Christmas, but it actually represents different parts of the world. That's why you're seeing the opera house with the opera bar. Yeah, that's what it is. But let's go over the bridge. The sun's starting to come down. We can walk a little bit. Let's do some walking and talking. Hopefully the live stream's holding out, which I'm shocked. Usually it goes in and out by this time. Deck the halls with balls of holly. I can't sing. But yeah, you can just hang out. Fashion way. Yes, you're hearing old-fashioned American music in Cambodia. That is what you're hearing. Okay, we'll go back up the bridge. Oh, more selfies. Oh, here's the geese. Oh, the ducks. No, wait, these are geese. Aren't they cute? Thank you. Did I get a super chat? Thank you for the super chat. I wish I could read your comment. Hold on, let me get in the shade. Let me get back in the shade. Well, I love how somebody sent me a super chat and I'm having a hard time reading it. I do apologize, but thank you so much. It's very much appreciated. The sun going in and out of my eyes, it's like making it tough to read your comments, so I'm so sorry. But you know, I super love you. I super love you. Oh yeah, there's more people coming in. Look at all these cars out here now. Check out that tricked out four-wheel drive golf cart. I call them golf carts, but they're smaller than golf carts. They're actually like personal tuk-tuks. You see what I'm talking about? That one right there in the blue. That's pretty cool. Anyway. Oh, let me see if I can get to your comments now. Somebody's in Western North Carolina. Thank you. Keep singing. I'm gonna break somebody's eardrums if I keep doing that. Very nice. Yeah, I'm glad you guys like it. Hi, Tammy. Hello. Happy holidays. Where are we? We are actually in a replica of Little Europe in the middle of Phnom Penh, Cambodia. Well, actually, we're on the outskirts of Phnom Penh. We're in the outskirts. Oh, okay. Hello. I'll show you my face. I'll show you my face. I gotta get a swig of water, guys. I'm thirsty. I'm thirsty. Whew. Yeah, I gotta take a break right here, but yeah, just sitting on the bench here, or the seats, just sitting on the steps on a bridge with other people around me, I think. Those two girls were behind me. They somewhere doing selfie time. But man, if you guys could see some of these really, really big, I'm talking mansion homes out here, okay? We're talking 3 to 4 levels of a house, which I personally thought these were like mini apartments out here, like buildings. No, I found out these are actual homes. And these are really like the Chinese that come through here. The super rich, man. Like, I cannot believe it. Like, these people got some bread out here in Cambodia. You think it's rich down there in America? Like, these people got some bread. Here's a guy living out here. He looks American. Running around with his dog. These chicks, here you go. Here's an example of some rich teenage Asian chicks. There they are, right there. The big boots. I'm trying to see your comments, guys. Oh, okay, somebody's in the house from Owensboro, Kentucky. You know, it's so funny. I used to live in Kentucky too. I've lived in a lot of places. I lived in Louisville though. I was not a big fan of Louisville. The weather right now is super. It's like 85 degrees right now, Fahrenheit. It's pretty comfortable, nice breeze. Yeah, I mean, if you guys got questions, ask away. Georgia in the house. Drug dealers nowadays. Okay, that sucks. I think they're everywhere in the States. Chinese rich people move in. Are they mansions? Yeah, these are like the mansions in the back here. Is it easy to communicate with the locals? I mean, it's hit and miss, guys. It's not, it depends. It depends. Like some places you'll get the young people that actually speak English. Um, Broken English, but enough to communicate with you. And then you get the people, that are like older that don't know any English. Okay. Just like I don't really know any Khmer. So it's really fun to communicate. You got to use a lot of hand gestures like, hey, can I get some food or something like that? Um, like before I got here, I was going to go to this really super nice, like out in the boondocks kind of restaurant. And I did go. I got dropped off there by my tuk-tuk driver, and it said it was open. It said the restaurant was open. So I'm walking all through there, and it's like, I see people like just laying around on benches, and like the restaurant was there, but I didn't see anybody eating any food, right? So I keep asking, I was like, hey man, where can, is this a restaurant where I can get something to eat? And they kept pointing for me to keep going back, 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 keep walking back. So I walked all the way off the main road, back, 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 and I found a most really beautiful, okay, the geese are going wild. I found a beautiful restaurant, but all hand-carved wood and everything. The Khmer people, they do really good hand carving out here. And nobody spoke any English, and there was some kind of photo shoot going on. And I'm gonna tell you what, I didn't know they had ladyboys in Cambodia, because it was the first time I saw ladyboys here in Phnom Penh. Check out these geese. They're having fits. It must be a swimabout. They're having a swimabout. But yeah, man, it was like, at first I thought it was a chick, because some guy was doing, I thought, this girl's hair, right? Because I just saw her from the back. And then they said, oh, you can have a seat. So I'm just sitting there and I'm just chilling on my cell phone. I'm thinking, well, I'm definitely not going to get any food here. But I was looking, they had all the makeup laid out on the table, and they had all the camera equipment set up. And then I happened to, and, that person turned their head, and I was like, dude, that's a dude in drag right there. I said, that is a lady boy. She's getting her hair done. She getting her makeup done. They were wearing really fancy, like, Khmer costumes and stuff. And I ain't got nothing against lady boys or any drag people or anything like that, but I was just sort of shocked and taken back that I found that way outside of Phnom Penh, sort of in the boondocks across the river, like, in a whole different province. So that sort of blew me away. I was like, of course, nobody spoke any English. And I was like this. I was like, making this hand gesture to this one lady. I was like, me, gotta go, bye. So that's how I communicate. And it works. I've been out here a year and they get it. It works. Back to your comments. Oh, yeah. I hear they're really big in Thailand. I've seen a bunch of them in Thailand. Oh, you guys want to do a walkabout? Yeah, let's do a walkabout. The sun's starting to go down, so things are nice. I'm going to show you. I want to get away from the Christmas music because I'm not about all that right now. Let's do a walkabout where I can show you like the buildings across the street and everything. All right, guys. You asked before. What was that old Kiss? Remember Kiss, the concerts Kiss? They said, you asked for the, wait, you wanted the best? You got the best. Kiss. Well, now, you asked for a walkabout, you get it, a walkabout. Check this out. This is so cool. I want one of those. Okay, look, see, they got, what does that say right there? 2026, Happy New Year. And see, it's not just all in here, all of this going on, but you got all these businesses over here. So we're gonna do a little walkabout over here, just to show you what's going on. Hey, Cambodia is pretty peaceful. Now, if you're in the heart of the tourist zone, it gets pretty crazy. Check this out. This is where I had my pizza today. I had the pepperoni. Oh, they don't have it on here. I had the what do you call, the $5.10 personal pan pizza. Yeah, look at this, man. Jumbo. What does that say? Jumbo creamy hot dog, spicy beef. I didn't have that. I just had the regular pepperoni, but they put hot dogs in their pizza, guys. I can't do that, man. I just don't understand hot dogs and pizza. Buy one, get two. That's a pretty good deal. Plus they have an ice cream shop in here too. Let me show you this. Swenson's? Now this is a good place to get ice cream. It's expensive, but it's good. Now there's some kind of like, what is that? Oh, that's fried chicken place. Mycom. It's some kind of fried chicken place. Well, it's not 1:30 in the morning here. It is like 4:30 in the afternoon. Check this out. Okay, this represents Greece. I'll see a titty hanging out. I swear I do. Yes, we're in Athens, Greece now. Ooh. Isn't that pretty? Yep, we're in Cambodia, believe it or not. We are in Cambodia. It's a nice little public bus to take. Okay, they do have a Starbucks, guys. Don't freak out. And they are so expensive. I never get Starbucks out here. Never. It's the same shit back in the States. See, the tall is $3.85. You can get coffee so much cheaper anywhere else. Hello? Yeah, this is the other side of the park. Christmas time is here. Just seems so weird, man, because I mean, I'm in Cambodia. They're mostly a Buddhist country, you know what I mean? There you go, $6.90 for hot pot. What? I wonder how much stuff you get for that. See, there's people exercising in the parking lot. That looks chill. Ah, hello, hello. There you go, that was too cute. Oh, waitresses. And I believe we're at the end. And this is where they drove me in. Let me think, let me see here. Did I come in from this side? I think I did. Yeah, that's the, oh no, I came in from that side, I think. And then it goes all the way around. It wraps all the way around out to the main road. But yeah. It's nice out. Oh, what a nice day. Love these trees. Oh yeah, well, no, they're not really big on electric vehicles out here, guys. Yeah, I'll be here during Christmas. I live here now, so I'll be here during Christmas, but they have electric vehicles, okay? Now they sell them, but I swear I haven't seen any place to charge your EV. So it's like, if you buy one, where the hell are you gonna charge it other than your house? So they're not up to par. Like, there's just regular gas stations out here. Like, they're not really doing the EV thing. But they sell them. So, and they do sell Teslas out here. I've seen Teslas, but they're not like a big thing out here. I'll tell you what, I do see a lot of cars is Toyotas. Toyota Priuses. Toyotas are a thing out here. Fords, believe it or not, they sell Fords out here. And of course the motorbikes, as you can see, all kinds of scooters, motorbikes. That's actually the main mode of transportation. But they got look, see, here's an SUV. They got cool vehicles out here. I've seen Porsches. Oh my God, let me tell you. They sell high luxury vehicles out here, guys. Like, they sell Porsche, Lamborghinis. I've seen a pink Lamborghini just hauling ass through the center of town. I was like, what's wrong with this picture, man? I'm in the middle of Phnom Penh, Cambodia in a tuk-tuk, and I see somebody driving a pink Lamborghini. About blew my mind. I was like, okay, there's such diversity out here. What else? They do have Rolls-Royce, BMW, Mercedes. They sell all of that shit out here. So if you've got the money, honey, you can get those vehicles. I ain't about it, man. I just want to grab a tuk-tuk. That's like my speed. I'm done driving. I did all that back in the States. Yeah, buddy. Let's see if I missed any of your comments. Now I can actually see them, which is nice. It's nice to be able to see some stuff here. But yeah, this is really beautiful. Yeah, the sun's starting to go down. Yeah, that's the back end of where we're at. Let's see what restaurant this is. Oh, this is the other side of that restaurant. Let's walk down here and check it out. See, it looks like an old, like a plantation. Old plantation house. But it's Chinese. Look at all this Chinese food. Oh, $6.50. Pork belly. Schwinn rice set. Sweet and sour pork. Look at all the food you get for that. $6.30. That's not bad. Oh my God, these are the best. I'll tell you what else is good. These little, oh my God, these things are so good. The dim sum. Let's look over here real quick. Yeah, here's the restaurant. That's cool. It's called Yum Cha Dim Sum and Chinese Restaurant, Euro Park. And here we are, back at another entrance right here. Cool. As you can see, the sun's gonna go down. Yep. This is cute. Needs a little work. Plant's knocked over. But yeah, here's the restaurant right here. Isn't that cute? 2 stories. Wow. Aw, look at that little birdie. Hello. And back to Starbucks. Yeah, so what do you think? Isn't this place a trip? It's a trip out here. But yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed the little walkabout. I'm gonna catch your comments here. Gotta get back to them. It's very pretty. It's very peaceful. They don't have Uber or Lyft out here, but they have other apps and things that are equivalent. I personally use an app called Grab, Grab, which is like an Uber. In fact, I'm going to do that as soon as I end this live stream. I'm going to pick one. I can get one in under 3 minutes flat anywhere where I'm at in the city, unless it's a holiday, then it gets a little tougher. But it only costs me, I'm 45 minutes from my house. With traffic, might take an hour. It'll cost me under $4 for that 1 hour ride. So, but they have other apps too called like Pass App. So Grab, Pass App is like Uber Lyft out here. And there's some other ones called, I think, I can't think of the names of them right now, but I think there's about 4 of them. There's 4 options, so there's competition out here. Oh, you're welcome for the tour. Oh, thank you. God bless you too. Oh no, there's no, you don't have to worry about it. When I say grab, I'm talking about the name of the company. It has nothing to do with people grabbing you out here. That shit don't happen out here. I mean, everybody's very chill. You ain't got to worry about it. You're watching too much mainstream media. Oh, let me see if I missed anybody else. Okay, yeah, we went over EVs, Christmas. I'm brave. I don't know if I'd really call it brave. I just call it being human. I mean, I don't see myself, of course my appearance is different from what everybody else looks like because I'm in a different country. But I think it's, if you leave them alone, they respect you. They'll leave you alone and respect you. The only time that you're going to get hassled out here is if you're actually in the tourist zone and they're trying to sell you a tour. They're going to follow you around. Hey, you want a boat tour? Blah, 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 blah. That's when they're going to harass you. Or you're going to have locals come up to you and ask you for money while you're eating. You can be sitting like in a restaurant, open cafe, just sitting by the road, and you'll have people come up to you with their hand out. But if you get away from all of that, like where I'm at here, and you get way out into the city, it's like any other city. I mean, like just think about your hometown where you live. Like I'm from Orlando. If I just went to the mall in Orlando, I'm not going to have anybody hit me up for money. Well, maybe if I went to the liquor store. This was a long time ago, guys. I do not do liquor anymore. I gave that up. But back in the day, I remember having bums just sitting outside of the ABC and they were trying to get money from me. And that's in the United States. That was 10 times worse than out here. Jewish people? I have no idea. I haven't ran into any Jewish people. It's possible there's Jewish people out here. There's a melting pot of people out here. I mean, I'm American. There's people from Australia, New Zealand. Thinking about all the Western countries, Germany, France, UK. Um, France is a big thing because the French actually settled or had a like colony out here about 100 to 150 years ago. So there's a lot of French influence, and the French people still come and visit Cambodia to today. So a lot of the outside we're in Europe, right? This little Europe replica, but if you go in the city, you're going to see a lot of old French buildings that have been remodeled. And yeah, that's the French influence. But Jewish people, I have no idea. I don't know. Oh, you just joined. I'm in, it's called, here, I'll show you one more time because I will have to like cut this short. My battery's starting to run out, but we're in a place called Euro Park. This is sort of like, we just did a little walkabout tour. So when the live stream ends, just, replay it and you can catch all the highlights of the entire park. But it's a replica of all the different sites of Europe. Like that's supposed to be the Opera House, but this is in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. Oh, you're welcome. But as they say, all good things must come to an end, including this live stream, guys. I appreciate you joining. I appreciate everybody's kind words and people that were very respectful during the live stream. You know I love you. And again, if you want to reach out to me, I do help people relocate here in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. You can reach me on my website, nextstepunknown.me, or you can write me, Tami, T-A-M-I, at nextstepunknown.com, and that information will also be in the description below the video. I hope you enjoyed this tour. Never know where I'll be next. I'll catch you in the next one. Love you. Peace out.